I'm Harry Reeder, Senior Pastor of Briarwood Presbyterian Church and author of the book that's just out through Christian Focus, 3D Leadership. So many times the world, someone gets converted to Christ and is saved by grace, and they're a leader in the world, and we immediately make them leaders in churches. That's not fair to them. They need to understand the distinctiveness of Christian leadership. And by the way, the Bible warns us, let not many of you become masters, leaders, my brethren, for as such you incur a stricter judgment. So with that idea, but here's my big burden. It's not that we just develop leaders in the church for the church, but here's why you need to get this book. We are developing leaders in the church, not for the church, but from the church into the world. Now, to do that, you have to develop leaders for the church in the church. But you're really trying to develop them not simply for the church, but from the church into the world, so that we not only have those chapters on defining leadership and then discipling or developing leaders, but then how to deploy them into every sphere of society. By the way, there's a second 3, and that is the curriculum for leadership. What's the curriculum for leadership? Character. That's number 1. Number 2, content. A leader has to live out what they are telling others they need to do and where they are leading others to go. The leader you can't take people where you haven't been. Character. And that circumstances do not dictate your character. They reveal it and become the opportunity to refine it. Secondly, not only character, but content. Thirdly, not only character and content, but also competencies, leadership skills. Now, almost all leadership books focus on skills. This one focuses on character. It talks about skills, but it focuses on character, and then character to content. A leader needs to not only be able to do what they're calling others to do, not only has been where they're calling others to go, but a leader needs to know their stuff. And then thirdly, a leader needs to be able to deliver it, competencies. But I don't like to teach competencies without teaching character and content, because I know competencies work. I believe leadership works, and I believe I can teach you how to be a leader. Some people, yes, are leaders just born, or are they made? The answer is yes to both of those. Sometimes there are some families that just turn out leaders, but everyone can learn how to lead. Every man can learn how to biblically lead his wife. Parents can learn how to lead their children. We can learn how to lead others to Christ. So the first 3 is define, develop, and deploy leaders in the church, from the church into the world. The second 3 is the curriculum of leadership development, and that is character, content, and competency. And the third 3 is something that I think is very important, and that is leaders are developed by imitation. So you teach leaders that, first of all, they need 3 to 5 models. Secondly, they need 3 to 5 mentors. Thirdly, they need 3 to 5 motivators. Models from the Bible and history. Mentors, careful selection of mature leaders who can be your life coach on leadership. And then thirdly is the glorious opportunity that we have to have motivators, and that's 3 to 5 people. Not only 3 to 5 models, 3 to 5 mentors, but 3 to 5 motivators. Those are people that have the green light to pray for one another, hold each other accountable, and encourage one another, peers in leadership who are really in this together. Well, there's a lot more. It's in the book. Study questions are in the book, and I think you'll really, really enjoy doing that. And by the way, I think you need the book because actually the reality is leaders are learners. If you ever quit learning, then you need to step out of leadership. Leaders aren't people who know it all. Leaders are people who want to know it all. Hope you enjoy the book.